Well, hello. We're gonna get a little creative today. I'm going to bring in my inner cat here. Got my bell, got my ears, my crazy hair, because it's dirty. And I'm gonna try to recreate this galaxy, at least the colors of my Luna shirt here. I love Luna. Oh, she's my favorite of Sailor Moon. Love, love, love this cat. So I'm gonna try to use at least all the colors, maybe not the black outline of her, but at least all the colors, the purple and the blue and the gold and that orange color right there. So let's have fun. First off, I'm gonna take this jacket off because it's a bit hot in here. If you hear some noises in the background, I'm sorry, I'm in the computer room surrounded by computers. So here we go. If you're just joining us, say hello in the comments. Love to shout you out. I'm gonna start off with my face primer. Now this is gonna create the barrier between my makeup and my skin. And my blue boy just joined us. He's fluffing up a pillow right now. I'm just gonna put this all over my face. Probably got like a pea size amount. And this stuff is it's got this satiny feel to it. Love it. So I put this on first, that way it will set into my skin before I put any of my foundation on. Okay, got that on. I'm gonna get my eye primer. Love, love, love this stuff. It truly is got like a tacky feel to it, almost like a concealer does. But this stuff is not gonna make anything crease. Your eye color crease is gonna make your eye color stay on the whole day. Just putting this all over my eyelid, and I'm gonna do it under my eye as well. So I was debating about what to do. How am I gonna create this look, this galaxy-esque look with those colors on? And well, we're gonna play around. We're gonna see what works and what doesn't work. So you get to do it with me. Alright, that on, eye primer's on. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows using this Brow Obsession palette. Whew, dog hair. And I'm going to take my Brow Artist brush. It's got a dual end, and I'm going to start with the angled side here. And I love this palette because it's numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot miss a step when it comes to filling in your brows. Now, of course, the saying goes, our eyebrows are our friends. Not our friends. They are sisters, not twins. So do not worry if they do not look the same. It would take forever and a day. So just lightly filling it in with the number 1, which is the lighter brown powder color. How is everyone doing? I know it's really late, and I typically have not been doing late videos, but with school and troop activities, after bedtime seems to be the time I have. So we're gonna try it out for a couple days to see how it works. It's so weird doing this with the line, the phone up and down. Usually I have it horizontal. Alright, so I'm going into the number 2 right there, which is the darker powder. This one I just like to do it. This is great for outlining, putting a lining under. Hey, hello, if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. Say hi when you join us. So you can just outline it like that. You do the bottom and that, and I just push it up into the brows. But I mainly like to focus right here at the edge. Right there. Because I like to have it a little bit darker around my arch area and towards the tail end of my eyebrow. Just a little bit darker. To kind of get that ombre effect. Because if I do it this way, at least for my face, or how my eyebrows are, it makes me look like a clown. And I gotta do a lot of blending. And I really don't want to spend too much time on my eyebrows, even though they are the framework, if you will, of our face. It's what gives shape. Our eyebrows give shape to our face. And the age. Oh, I'm so glad it got cooler today. Or at least this morning when I took my dog out today. Kind of missed the cool fall weather. That's what I miss about north, like Ohio area and Missouri. Because we actually got the fall color. The fall colors and the weather. The cool weather. But you know it's coming. Louisiana's coming for us. Just gotta wait a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna take my flat end of my artist brow brush now. And I'm gonna go into this, there we go, this pink one. I don't want to blind you guys. Highlighting color, the matte color. This is great. I love using this, especially with the flat end of this brow brush, to be able to really get a precise line, and it's gonna help cover any mistakes that might have occurred. It'll help with any of the little hairs that are starting to grow but aren't quite ready to pluck, like they haven't like really reached the surface to really get those tweezers in there to pluck them. So I love using this pink, the pink highlighting right there. You can use this both on the top and the bottom, just especially if you like having those crisp, clean lines for your eyebrow, if you really want to make your eyebrow pop. I absolutely love doing it. Alright, we'll do this other side here. See, I'm just drawing. I don't know if you can see. Just drawing right under my eyebrow there. Nice line. And then when I'm done, I just kind of push the excess highlight right below. Ta-da! And our eyebrows are done. Pretty. Oh, gotta put the wax on. Because you can't forget the wax. Because you forget the wax, then all your hard work is gonna go bye-bye. That, and it's also, the wax is also gonna help keep your hairs in place. It's just gonna make everything come together. It is the last finishing step. Like when you finish your face, your foundation, you know, you want to set it with a setting spray or a translucent setting powder. So you want everything to stay together. Alright, so eyebrows are done. Gonna wipe this brush off real quick because I'm gonna use this later. Oh my gosh, and I forgot what was rose water. Oh well. Alright. Yep, I'm doing my inner Luna. My inner kitty. Put down your cat emoji if you love cats. My daughters love cats. They want a cat so bad, but we're like, We got a cat when we lived in Ohio, and yeah, that was fun. It was a good cat, though. It really was. Okay, so I'm really debating on how I want to do this. Like I said, I have the colors picked out, but I'm not sure which order they're really going to go in. So we're going to do this, figure it out. Alright, I think I'm going to start with, I'm using two palettes for this. I'm using palette 4, Addiction palette 4, which has the blues and the browns right there. And I'm going to use that cool rainbow unicorn palette number 5, so I don't blind anybody. So I'm going to use a few colors from here as well. So I'm going to start with palette 4, and I am going to get my crease brush. And all these products I'm using is 100, my good majority of them are unique products. So I'm using Cheerful, which is a matte, this matte light blue, kind of blue-green color. And I'm going to use, tap my crease brush in there, tap it off. Ooh, that came a lot off. And this is going to be right my transition color. So for my eyes, because I have goofiness right here because I have hooded lids, and because my allergies are going crazy because I've been bad not taking my allergy medicine. Whoops. They're a bit more poofier than normal, but so to help me out with having hooded eyes, you kind of want to bring that color above the crease. You kind of see that fold right there, that line. So I want to bring that shadow above. So I kind of take my crease brush and I'm going to be like, okay, I know I need to go right there. So I'm going to close, well, you can close your eyes, but I close my eye and just kind of dot it on there. Dot, dot, dot. Kind of do a straight-ish line. Because again, if I start going down, that's going to go in the crease and you're not going to be able to see that color when my eye is fully open and I'm staring straight at you. So just dot it. And then I kind of windshield wiper it on, like so. Do, 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 do. And then I'm going to bring it down and kind of angle it down towards the edge of my lid there and do that 7 motion. And I do this because it helps with creating that cat eye with my eyeshadow without too much of a cleanup. Like you know, if you've been following me, watching me for quite a while, you know that I actually clean up my eyeshadow with my concealer, which I got a new toy to play with today. So we're gonna see how that's gonna work out with concealer. I'm excited. And so I'm just blending all of that in with the crease brush, doing little swirls, just making sure all of that is coming down. You guys, if you think you will, and you're gonna let me back up. If you know anyone that would enjoy this video, please share it. And when you do, tell me in the comments that you shared it so I can tell you thank you, because I really, really appreciate it when my videos get shared around the world, because I love doing these tutorials with you guys, so you can see that it's not too scary. I'm going to adjust this light here. There we go. Maybe. I don't want to blind you guys. There we go. So, let's do this other eye. Again, open the eye. I know I'm going to be right there. So just dot it. So with all the eyeshadows that I do, I pat it on. I always pat it on. It's just automatic, especially when it starts getting into like the more glitter colors. Because if you just do this with the glitter colors, they're just gonna fall all over your face. I don't want that to happen. So out of habit, out of good practice, I just pat everything on. And then later on, I'll go in there and just blend everything. And again, just bring that 7 down. Get a little bit more. And just swirl it. And it's just good habit to just blend, just do little swirls. What you gotta do whenever you add color. Alright. Now I think we are going to move on to creating more in-depth. Actually, I'm going to get my deluxe brush here, my big fluffy brush. I love this, using this brush. Now they have actually come out with a good blending brush that I have not been able to get my hands on quite yet, but it's coming. But anyway, this is another good brush to use when it comes to blending. So this is good to like blend out the edges, to blend your colors together. Blend, blend, blend. So I'm just blending out this blue, cheerful. This light is like crazy. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to go into Triumphant, which is another matte color. It is a darker blue color, and that's going to be my shadow. I'm going to use my angled and sponge brush here. Use this angled side just because I find it easier to be able to do like being able to focus it where I need it, where I want this color to go. So tap it, pat it in and tap it. So this one I'm just focusing right on the outside of my lid there. I should bring it just a little bit more. And going up over. So this is creating, and I'm focusing on just this side. So I'm just creating a little more in depth with Triumphant to get a little bit more shadow. Again, I've never done these, mixed these colors together, so we're just having fun and figuring things out. And again, I am swirling that in, and I will always also go back with my deluxe brush. Hello, hello, if you're just joining, comment below when you're joining, say hi. Focusing on, again, on this side, it's right there. You see how I just kind of, I love your, thank you. I am doing my inner cat today, even though my bell color is going crooked. I'm trying to get a galaxy-esque look from my Luna shirt that I got at GameStop. I'm just blending in this Triumphant. Right there. Okay. And again, I'm going to go back, wipe that off with my deluxe brush and blend even more. How are you doing, Laura? I know this is like really late for me to be doing this, but hey, kids are asleep. That way I can take my time and not have to worry about entertaining them later. Does that make me a bad mom? Okay. Okay, now we're going to go into palette number 5, which is the colorful palette here. And I am going to get I'm actually going to get my angle liner brush here. And I'm going to go into Fearless, which is that purple color. So again, if you look back at my shirt for reference, I'm trying to get all of these colors to try to do this galaxy-esque look. So we'll see. So I'm kind of focusing right here on the purple. And these colors are all iridescent colors. Not hollow, iridescent. So they may have one to two colors. So I'm just, even with the iridescent colors, like I was saying about those that are glitter, I pat. So just pat it all on. Good, I'm glad you're good. You see how it just kind of shifts in the light. I love iridescent colors. Make sure you get on your line there, next to your lashes. Pat it on. Now you can really, really intensify this color. Any of these colors. I'm just gonna do intensify just a tad bit more. Because when I go back with my deluxe brush, that's all gonna get blended out, so it's gonna lighten up just the hair. So I really want to get in there. Really want to get in there. We're looking good, we're getting there. I'm still like amazed by this palette. I'm so surprised how much I enjoy playing with this palette. So you can see where I'm patting, and that's not a lot of that eyeshadow is actually getting on my face. And again, with having hooded eyes, you want to make sure to bring even your lid color up just a hair, just right a little above that crease. Okay, now this is where I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. I kind of have an idea. Well, let's do the inner corners. I know what I want to do for my inner corners, so I'm gonna take Vindictive, which is this gold color. I'm using the sponge side of my angled sponge brush, and this is just going right in the corner right there. I actually think I did this backwards. I did. You know what? That's okay, because this is going to be bright enough. I'm actually going to go with Brilliant. That's wrong. I was going to use Vindictive. Good thing I have a shine wipe here. Clear all that off. I was going to use Vindictive as an eyeliner. So I lied. We're going with Brilliant, which is this crazy blinding silver with a hint of blue. This is what I wanted in the corner. There we go. To kind of represent the white of the stars and the white of Luna's eyes. Right there. You can see it kind of has a hint of blue depending on how the angle. Alright, let's do the other corner. Lighted like crazy. Oh well, I'm sorry if I am blinding you guys. I really am. Okay, I think I'm gonna take Vintage. So to me, it is an orange color, but to you, it's kind of a pinky orange. So, but it looks very close to Luna's eye color here. So it looks very close to this orange color. And I think I want to put that right in the center of my eye, just to kind of break up all the darkness going on with the blues and the purples. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna wipe this off. I'm gonna use this sponge brush again. So I'm gonna take Vintage. Again, it is an orange color. I wish the lights would be true to these colors that I am seeing for you guys, but trust me, it is an orange color. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, so this is going right in the center. So it's kind of doing like a halo effect. Because I was debating if I wanted to put Vintage as a transitional color and then build on that. But we're just gonna go with this. And then probably later on, I'll probably play around more with it another day. So right in the center, it's kind of where like the eyeball kind of protrudes out. So it's kind of giving it like a halo-y kind of effect going on. There we go. So it's kind of mixing in with that purple too and creating pinks and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of went pink on me. But close enough. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my crease brush and go back to palette 4. And I'm going to bring the blues down here. So I'm going for a smoky. We're doing sexy Luna, I guess you could say. I'm taking my crease brush and I'll just bring it right down below. My lash line here. And I'm making sure that it gets connected right at the corner, because that will happen. To do the other eye. So this is Cheerful that I'm putting on right now. Right, and I'm gonna take my angle. Actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna take the liner brush. I like using this, even though it says it's a liner, but you can see it's really thick. I like using this to line my bottom lashes. So I'm going in Triumphant, which was that darker matte blue, and I'm just gonna go just a little bit, not all the way over, but just a little, really close to my lash line, probably about midway. Of my lid here. Now again, since these colors are so dark, it's actually going to make my waterline bring out the redness, because it is, you know, later in the day. But to prevent that from happening, excuse me, I'm just getting these extra shadows off. I am going to take my pristine eyeliner, is white. I call it the universal liner because it's not only for your eyes, you can use it on your lips as well. And I'm just gonna water. I'm gonna water my waterline. I'm going to put this on my waterline. So to do that, you just kind of dry it off. You can use a Q-tip. I use my finger because our fingers are our greatest tool. I'm sorry if I am wicking you out. But not only that is it going to help with hiding that redness, it's actually going to brighten up the eye even more. As you can tell, like, this eye looks a lot bigger than this eye right now because you see it's so much darker. So when you have darker colors underneath your on your lash line, your bottom lash line, it's gonna close your eyes. So if you want to bring them open, use this. Use the water, the white eyeliner on your waterline. And I do that. I just go bloop. It looks weird. I know. I'm so sorry if I'm grossing you out right now. But if you are used to putting eyeliner on your waterline and coloring your lashes too, you see I look so much brighter. My eyes look bigger. Okay, so now we're going to move on to mascara, and I'm going to do a couple times I've just been with Epic, but we're going to do both because we're making this grand. We're going all out. We're bringing the full force, because I've also been using our awesome lash serum in my bottom lashes. Everything has been great. It's been growing. So Epic Mascara is our one-step mascara, and this mascara is to die for. I mean, this wand has two sizes of bristles. It has short and long, and with having those two two. Here we go, so the bottle doesn't fall. Those two sizes in the wand is actually, that's what separates the lashes. It makes them curl by itself. And not only that, this has a great pigmentation. If you want a true black mascara, Epic is your friend. And with this, and so you just, put it on like regular mascara. So I do Epic first before I do the 3D fiber lashes. So that's our two-step mascara. I should say unique two-step mascara. Because this Epic makes the perfect base for that mascara. Just because of all that stuff that does. It brings the separation. It gives the length. It does the curling for you. All in one without having to mess with like a lash curler. And so we do this because we need Epic to dry first on the bottom. I'm just doing this on the bottom. If you can't do your lashes on the bottom, that's okay. Your eyes are gonna be beautiful no matter what. Okay, stick that back in there. I'm gonna do the other eye here. And just look at that. Epic, and then no Epic. You can't tell where my lashes are on this side because they're blending in with the purple. In the blue over there. Oh, you know what? That's okay, we'll do this before we do. I totally forgot to do my top liner. I did. And I just marked on my nose. Whew. Yeah, Wednesdays are typically our family fun nights. So like the kids get to pick out what we want to have for dinner, what games they want to play. So today we did build your own hot dogs. That you just wipe away. This is why I do my foundation last. We built our own hot dogs today. We had onions, we had grilled onions, we had chili, cheese, ketchup, you name it, we had it. So I'm gonna go back to palette 5 because I totally forgot that I said I was gonna use Vindictive for an eyeliner. And that was that gold. So what I like to use, the brush I like to use to go back to the Artist Brow brush because look how thin that is compared to this, the actual liner on this liner shader brush. It is super thin. So if I ever venture into doing like wing eyeliners, I can build with this. Typically you have rose water, or water, but I forgot my rose water when I was gathering stuff, so we're gonna just go in there and have fun. So to turn any of our pressed powders into eyeshadows, you would typically wet your brush or the actual powder, and there you go. That's how you would do a liner. So let's see if this is actually gonna work or if I need to go run into my room to get eyeliner. We may have to take a trip as I drop everything off the table here. Oh, it's coming. Yeah, we're gonna take a trip. You're gonna take a trip. to my room so I can get the rose water. Yep, you're coming with me, cause it's bar. May have to scare my husband a bit. Yep, I'm gonna have to scare my husband. Shh. Rose water. Okay, I had to get the rose water because it was there, but to make the color more intensified, you want to have your brush wet. You want to wet that pigment. Otherwise, it's there, you can see it, kinda, but I want it to be a lot brighter, especially going among all of this darkness. So I'm gonna use this, and also I use the rose water because why not? We're gonna tone our eyes and our face with this as well. That's what's the beauty of rose water. That's what I love about rose water. So let's see if this will intensify that gold. Oh yes, so much better. So much better. I'm sorry I'm not talking very much, you guys. I really concentrate a lot because eyeliner is not my friend sometimes. So let's make sure this is going the right way. And this is the first time I've actually used palette 5 for an eyeliner. So this is all new, just figuring it out. How these colors work. Since they are iridescent, they're made just a little bit differently compared to the other Addiction palettes. But see, I can use this to draw a very thin line without it being super thick. And just like that, we got gold on our eyes. Now, I'm hoping it will come out in the picture more. It should. Yeah, it should. It should. Okay, now we're going to do the 3D fibers. So it comes with the gel and the fibers. We always do the gel first. And with the gel, you put it on like regular mascara, your base to your tip. And one trick, especially with it's becoming fall, things start to get cold. So to warm things up, put your tubes in, and this is for even with Epic as well. Put your tubes in warm water or any mascara. Put them in warm water. Set them in there for a good 30 minutes. 30 seconds. And that's going to help loosen up, warm up that transplanting gel, the mascara. Oh yeah, we do these one at a time. I'm tired, you guys. It's been a hot minute today. We were catching up on schoolwork, 3 days worth of schoolwork because we took off Monday because it was Columbus Day. So I'm putting my fibers on my tips here. Because if I go any further than that, they are going to fall because they are loosey-goosey. And they are going to fall. And I don't want them to fall in my eyeballs. Anyway, well, saying we were catching up with 3 days worth of school because we took Monday off. Because it was Columbus Day and I just didn't feel like doing school yesterday. I mean, we did a few subjects. This tube is really cold. I never realized how cold it got. So, yeah, it was long. Alright, now we're going on to this eye. So I'm letting the fibers sit on this eye while I do this eye. I find that doing that will adhere to the gel a lot better and won't have that much of a fallout at all. So that when I get done with this eye, I go back to this eye and finish it off with the gel again. And I do it on my bottom lashes as well, even though I have Epic on there. I kind of want to make everything waterproof, water resistant, excuse me, not waterproof. With Epic. Woo! That would have been fun. So I just finished the fibers on this side. I'm going on this side and doing the gel. Back to the gel. So when you're ending with the gel, you want to end where you put the fibers. So for instance, I put my fibers at my tips. I didn't go to the base, so I don't want to bring my gel down, drag it down to the base, excuse me. I want to stay where I put the fibers because that's where it needs to be. That's what's going to help those fibers stay on. See, like that. See? It had some fallout, but those are fibers, so they just wipe away. So I'm just going to the bottom. Now to the other side. Hello, hello everybody. Say hi when you jump on. Again, just focusing on the tips right there. And if I'm really careful, if I can see like some is gonna fall up, I'll very carefully like have big eyes and just go very carefully. And on the bottom. Alright, our eyes are complete. Do a little bit more blending on the edge there, especially where I added those colors, just to be on the safe side. You can never blend too much. You really can't. Go back on this eye, and I'm just doing the edges where the purple meets triumphant and cheerful, and a little bit of where vintage is at. And I think I'm actually gonna bring vindictive over my brow there, just to add just a little subtle highlight, because it really is very light. So I'm just going to take my angled sponge brush here and just very lightly. And again, with hooded eyes, I don't need it to be a whole lot, because if I put too much highlight, then it kind of drags my eyes down, makes my eyes look droopy. So I just focus really small. And again, that's why I use this angled side, because I can just, I feel like I have a lot more control of it, of where I want that product, that eyeshadow to go. And with everything, just, I added a new color, so I got the blend, blend, blend. Oh yes, that's perfect. I wish you could see. I wish this light was a lot better. We're getting there, we're getting there. You'll see it in the picture when I'm done. Okay. Oh, Photoshop in the bottle, yeah. Liquid gold. Love using this stuff. You want to shake this up for 30 seconds. Don't forget to clear your dropper. I always forget to do that, especially when I get excited and getting in my groove doing this. Did I drop that lip liner again? I think I did. Oh well. That'll be okay. Shake it up for a good 30 seconds. I want to get it all in there because it can separate sometimes. Some places it'll be thicker, some places it'll be thinner, so we want it to get it all molded together. And we're going to use, again, we're going to try different things today. So I'm going to use this flat foundation brush just to try it out, just to show you that there are other brushes that you can use. Again, and so all of this is from Younique. I'm actually going to pin my link here. You can check everything out. Give me a minute. You can check everything out here, what I used. And I'll try to make a list of everything I used tonight with this look. So if you want to recreate it, you can do it. Trust me, makeup should not be a scary thing. I did not wear, anyone who knows me knows that I did not wear makeup in school. Make sure I got everything right. I didn't, and so you're hearing this from the girl who did not wear makeup. You can do it, trust me. And then I'm going to pin this comment, so it's going to be right at the top. Alright, so with this today, so I'm going to fill my dropper up. I'm going to drop and then make a swirl. See that? Just swirling. Drop and swirl. So that's 2 drops I used. Drop and swirl. 3 drops and a little bit on my nose and right here. Just swirl it. A little bit more on my cheeks. So I've maybe done this this swirling technique maybe once or twice. If you've been watching me, you know that I love this brush. But I want to use something different tonight. And I'm using, this is just a regular foundation brush. And so with this, I'm just going to basically paint my face with it. I can't talk because I'm doing this and I am trying to see what is going on at the same time. With our liquid foundation, we normally will dot it. I normally dot it on my face and then I go in and just buff it into my skin because that's what you want to do, because there are optical diffusers in here. That's what helps us to give that flawless face, that flawless finish, that Photoshop finish, aka why it is called Photoshop in a bottle. But I wanted to show you that another technique to apply this. Maybe if you don't have the liquid foundation brush and all you have is this brush or some type of flat brush, because you're kind of patting it and dabbing it. And I'm probably gonna go with make sure I get over my eyebrows with my blusher brush, just to be sure that it's all buffed in, because normally I would do little swirls with my liquid foundation brush. But again, I wanted to show you that, hey, it is not so scary to use other brushes with this. Maybe you like applying your foundation with a flat brush. And this is what you want to do. So I'm just going down my neck here. I'm making sure I get into my hairline as well. I wonder if Blue is still here, even though I went into my bathroom. He followed me, but he still came back and stayed. That is so funny. Alright, and with that, I would say that gives me a good medium coverage. I'd say it gives about the same, but it still looks great. It still looks flawless. Awesome. One of the other brushes I want to try is our concealer and powder and concealer brush. So it's like a double-ended brush, and it's got the concealer brush is more more rounded. So I want to try that next. So I'm going to go with my blusher brush here, so my biggest brush. I'm just gonna be sure and just swirl it all in there. Make sure it is all in there, and make sure those optical diffusers are doing their thing. All right. So now concealer. Where is my concealer? I know I just saw it right here in front of me. So I'm going with it's Touch Mineral Skin Perfecting Concealer. I love, love, love this stuff. This is like multi-purpose. It is a multi-purpose thing to use. Not only can you use it to hide your blemishes, you can use it to highlight. So you can highlight your nose. You can hide your dark circles. So I just stuck some on my hand. I'm using my concealer brush to pick some of that up, and I'm going to draw a V right here. And again, and I use it to clean up the edge of my makeup. You see that? Not clean. And when it's got that, it's cleaned. So I do the V because that's what's going to draw everything down. That's what's going to brighten this area up and make my eyes pop. Like I said, for highlighting, I go down the bridge of my nose here. Just a straight line down. I can do it. Cupid's bow. And right here on my chin. So let's do this other eye here. You can also do your forehead if you like doing your forehead, highlighting your forehead. Absolutely. So just that V shape, and I'm kind of filling it in right here. And then bringing it, making that line, just having a clean cut. Now you could use a shine wipe to clean up that edge, but I'm already going to use concealer, so why not? Hello, Miss Michelle. You are on live. Just cleaning it up right there. Alright. There we go. Alright, so something new. It is not unique. I know. I try to use all unique, but I finally got a blending bud to use. And this is Real Techniques blending bud. It is their Miracle Coverage, and you can use it damp or dry. I'm gonna use it damp. So I'm going to spray it again with my rose water. Just a couple sprays on here. You do not have to get it soaking wet. You want it to be a damp. Whenever you're using any type of blending bud, you want it to be damp. And this is what I'm going to use to help with this. So again, this is the first time I am using this. Look how amazing it's doing. So I'm using the flatter side here to blend everything. Now normally I would use my liquid foundation brush to blend this in. Again, I would do swirls, but I want to try. This is a try new night. Try different things, techniques tonight. So going on this other side, and then again this is my first, so it's going to be practice. And when you're doing like your concealer, you want to be sure to look up when you're going right under your eyes. And you can use the little thing to really get right there. Really focus where you want to pinpoint where you want this to go. So it's not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad for my first time. It is blending quite beautifully with this blending bud. Love it. And then right there on my chin. So I just blended everything with this awesome blending bud. I'm so happy I found it. Look at that. flawless. Just a little bit right there. It's so awkward doing this without a mirror, you guys. It really is. But oh my gosh, that is really amazing. I think I found my new technique when it goes to putting on my concealer. Blending bud for the win. Raise your hands if you like blending buds. Put that emoji down below if you do. Alright, concealer done. Bronzer time. So I use my blusher brush and I use the color Hermosa. And this is really, I love using bronzer to contour. So my mother gave me the greatest cheekbone structure ever. Thank you, Mama. And so I like to focus, I like to define my cheekbones here, especially during the fall, winter time, just to get more definition since we are losing the color we got over the summer. So I just kind of dab it towards my hairline, and I'm going to just kind of bring it down on my chin. I want to thin this chin, this side right here. And right there. We'll just do the whole dang face. How about that? Alright, this side. So if you never contoured before, the trick is to suck your cheeks in. Make a fist face. And I'm going to go right there. Right there. Usually you just follow that line up. And right there. So really I just kind of did C's. A backward C today. And I can do the rules of 3 and E if you want to contour your forehead there, but I don't. I'm good, my forehead's good. So I'm going to add some color now. We're going to use blush, and I am actually using the color Sweet. And if you are a Mary Kay lover and you know about the cheek colored Nutmeg, which I have not been able to find anymore, Sweet is the closest color. Now these are really, really, really highly pigmented, so a little goes a long way, and I could probably use this amount on both sides. So for me, I find my apples on my cheeks to smile. And I kind of go sweep up towards my hairline there. So again, this I am tapping. And it's really you want to follow where you put that bronzer, so it's got to lay right on top of that bronzer. So I just tap, and you see I just did both sides of my face with that little bit amount of blush. Just blending it in. Boom. Blush is done. Now on to the lips. And I had a lip liner here, and I was going to use Peachy, but I have no idea where it dropped to. Oh, I found it. Aha, found it. So, Peachy. I was going to use one more thing today as well. That's okay. Using Peachy lip liner. I love these lip liners, and that needs to be sharpened. I love these lip liners because they go on so smooth without cracking or breaking off when you're putting it on. Now I've moisturized my lips. Been moisturizing my lips all day because I stink at drinking water while drinking anything throughout the day. So I'm going to line my lips with Peachy lip liner. And I figured having a lighter lip amongst the darkness of my eyes here, this galaxy-esque look, that it's gonna balance out. Just look how creamy smooth. I'm going slow that way I don't miss, because my My lips are weird at the top. Because I could just draw my lips down just like that. So I'm going to fill it in just a little. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, and I'm going to take our lovely, awesome Splash Liquid Lipstick. I am in love with our Splash Liquid Lipsticks. These are truly, truly pigmented. I'm using the color Soulful, which is like a coral pink color. So it's going to pair very well with Peachy, which is kind of has that coral color to it as well. And I'm just kind of wiping this off, this applicator off, because there's so much stuff on there. And they really truly are pigmented, like it's unbelievable. But they go on like butter. I love me some liquid lipstick, you guys. And it's gonna dry to a matte once that is all dry. And I'm actually going to grab I was gonna use Victorious to kind of do an ombre, but I have some concealer left on my hand, so I'm gonna take my crease brush here and just right in the middle. Gets right in the middle of my lip here. And just kind of create that ombre. See, it kind of lightens up the middle there. This ombre effect on my lips. Alright, so I'm kind of trying to give it a little bit time. It does dry a little bit, but once it dries, it is some transfer. It's going to transfer just a little bit, but not as much as like a normal lipstick does, because of how pigmented they are. Like I could be eating, you know, I can go through breakfast, lunch, and dinner and have a little bit of transfer on, and by the end of the day it is still there. You cannot really tell. So I actually want to give this a little gloss, a little shimmer. So I'm using a Lucrative lip gloss in the color Lucid. This is by far, other than Luxe, which is a great neutral color, this is a awesome dusty rose color. Can't really see it because my light is blinding you, but I thought I want to put a little bit of shimmer on my lips to kind of go with all the galaxy of the hues of the purple and the white and that gold brown tone pink that really went on there. So, and Lucid is really gonna lighten up Soulful as well. I kind of wanted to have a glossy finish to get it to that kind of a bubblegum pink color. Like I have Lovable, which is a bubblegum pink color, but I wanted it doesn't have the shimmer. So really, like Lucid is a mixture of like Lovable and Loyal, and I would even say Livid or Lunar because it has like the shimmer in there. But that's it, you guys. This is my look, my shirt. Here's my shirt. I think we did good with at least capturing all the colors. I think so. I do. Alright, you guys, I am going to go clean my house, my kitchen from dinner. But I brought my inner kitty with me today. Meow. So I'm going to take a picture of this, go clean up my house, and I will see everybody tomorrow. Bye, you guys.